generally, I think, in a way, Israel, very old nation, in a way, new nation, young state. I think within short period, I think you really built your nationhood, I think, very effectively. And since my first visit, I noticed the whole sort of the area, I think previously maybe more like desert,
Yes.
but transformed Greenland out of your hard work and well planned. So that's my impression. I think we Tibetan usually, I think one quality of Tibetan is laziness. That should not learn. Then another thing, I think, you see, Tibetan, now we're also passing through difficult period. I think our experience, no matter how difficult it is, our spirit must keep strong, stable, and with that, the determination and patience. And meantime, look every aspects.
I'm Nachi Alon, President of Yativ, Israeli Friends of the Tibetan People. His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Professor Braverman, President of the Ben-Gurion University, and all the distinguished guests. We are honored to have His Holiness the Dalai Lama here. Conjointly with the Ben-Gurion University, we invited His Holiness because we were hoping that his message could make an impact on our war-torn region within the Israeli society and also between the neighboring society. There are deep conflicts, and we need urgently another way of tackling these problems, another realistic way, and His Holiness is a person who could help us to conceive of other modes, non-violent but effective. And we would like also very much that the Israeli public will support the Tibetan cause. Tibetans are under severe conditions, and His Holiness is struggling for decades to create a dialogue with the Chinese government, and we have to learn from that and we have to support that. So for this dual reason, we have invited His Holiness, thanks to the Ben-Gurion University, and please.
I want to make things perfectly clear that Ben-Gurion University and I myself were a great admirer of the Chinese people. We're working together with China. There's many Chinese students here. And if God will help me and I'll be in the next Israeli government, I'll strengthen the relationship between Israel and China. David Ben-Gurion, our first Prime Minister, wanted to have a diplomatic relation with China in 1956, but the Americans didn't allow us. Secretary of State John Foster Dulles didn't give us the permission. David Ben-Gurion, at the same time, went to Burma, met with Premier U Nu, that later became the Secretary General of the United Nations, discovered Buddhism. During his visit, he stopped the visit, went for 3 weeks to meditate in a monastery until he died, and he lived here in Sde Boker, believed that the message of Buddhism may be even the most important message that he tried to combine in his concept of being light unto the nation with Buddhism. Therefore, we are honored, I am personally honored, to host today, the second time, His Holy Highness, maybe the most revered spiritual leaders today in the world, that All his life is about compassion and tolerance and teaching us. I pray that your presence here will bring more harmony, more listening inside this state, in the region, and with God's help, in the entire world.
The things, I think now becoming more, more new trend, so more critical. In a way, critical period, if we handle properly and without without too much emotion, use human intelligence and human patience and human wisdom, I think the critical period may produce long-lasting peace. So this is, I think, the crucial period. I feel. So now this time, my main purpose is interact with public. So now this, I feel great honor to speak in a famous university with the name of Ben-Gurion. I think you are father of this nation, almost like. And this is the first time I know the Ben-Gurion, as a result of visit to Burma, he developed some kind of attraction or inspiration from Buddha's teaching. In any way, I feel great honor. And particularly here, everybody's face, young and old, very freshness and smile. I love it. I feel smile is the, I think, expression of our inner warmth, that I think easily come across any differences of race, difference of religion, difference of political system or economic system or background, family background, doesn't matter. So long we are same human being. We all have the human feeling. And naturally, when we met another human being, because we are same, so to communicate through gesture or inner warmth. So I really appreciate. So your similar sort of smile face should show other your neighbors. I think, I believe, ultimately, nobody wants suffering. Violence brings more suffering. Now, I think my second visit or third visit here, I found in both community, Palestine as well as Israeli, there are some small group who really want peace on the basis of reconciliation, harmony. That kind of, I think, the small pocket now seems to be growing. Now that's just my my view. Of course, I'm not specialist in the problem in this area, but still part of human problem. So there, I always believe human spirit, human wisdom, and human willpower, and patience, certainly, I think, have important role. I myself, we Tibetan, now more than 50 years, almost same almost the same period. 48, 49. So many decades passed, still problem, not yet solved. So during this period, and since we become refugee, now 47 years, they were passing through, and inside Tibet, many difficulties, painful experiences. However, we never give up our hope, and we always keep our spirit, our determination, plus patience. So I think as a human brother who have similar experiences, I want to share this. Now about my talk here. The universal responsibility. I think I will explain. Of course, I will tell you about, I think, 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, then some question or answer. That's very useful. Through that way, our interact becoming more meaningful. And also through questions, I also get some new ideas or new, new informations. So, please prepare some questions. And don't ask silly questions. but you know, sometimes some reporters say silly questions, then I answer. Then still repeat that question, then sometimes I lose my temper. So that's, I think, best way to test whether Dalai Lama can lose anger or not. Anyway, so the sense of global responsibility, I feel this is key thing. And number one, as an individual person, the more you have, the wider sort of wider perspective, you get more inner strength. The more narrow self-centeredness, more fear, more inward sense of weakness. Because I think it is quite simple. Think just oneself, me. Then even small problems appears unbearable. When you think about others,